Welcome to the Victorious Living Solutions podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Nikeya Young. And if you're new here, we are in season 11. Victorious Living Solutions is so much more than a podcast. We are a transformative coaching company that empowers high potential leaders and teams to crush their goals despite life's challenges and live victoriously. Some of the products and services we offer to help you do just that are workshops, keynotes, group coaching, all the things. So head on over to victoriousliving-solutions.com after this and check us out. And if you want to have us come and bring our solutions to your team, we are more than happy to do so. All right, jumping right in, season 11, episode 7, we're going to do a halftime huddle. Halftime huddle. That's right, y'all. Can y'all believe we have already made it to the end of June? Yep. Believe it or not, we are already headed into quarter 3, which starts July 1st. And so this is a good time to, just like we have halftime in basketball, football, whatever, this is the halftime for 2026. So in our halftime huddle, I'm going to give you some things to look at to check in with yourself mentally. I got my little notes right here. Mentally and business-wise. It's a good time to do that. Because if the first half of your year, you're like, I'm pretty satisfied with it, it went pretty well, I'm really excited, then you want to make note of those things that went really, really well so you can keep that momentum going into this next half. If you had a good first quarter and second quarter was kind of this is a good time to make note of that too, because what do I need to do to get back on track like I was in the first quarter, right? So let's talk about mental check-ins first. First off, I got to give a shout out to Dr. Shantae. Dr. Shantae Holly is very well known in the Chicagoland area and abroad, and she posted something on Instagram today that I just happened to open my phone, and there she was. And the reel said that basically, the gist of it was, don't be so concerned about money, success, that you forget to go play. Go play. And I love that so much. So shout out to her for that, because when I think about my mental check-in, I did some good things, really well in my personal life, family time, homeschooling, all the things. The business stuff, I'm really proud of myself because I got out, especially toward the end of quarter 2, and networked my butt off, okay? Our amazing COO and producer, Rodney, who's also my amazing husband, held me to that, okay? He was booking me for stuff left and right. So we really got out and met some amazing people and made some great connections for Victorious Living Solutions. I got another event I'm headed to tomorrow. The networking and business, I was like, yes, honey. But the play, if I had to think about what I want to do differently in quarter 3, which quarter 3 also happens to 2 out of 3 of the months are summertime. So we got July and we got August. Baby, I want to find me a festival or a summer concert or something. I don't know. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to brunch with the girls or something. We did do a little bit of play in quarter 2. We had some backyard kickbacks. Anybody who's been to our house, we have a really cool backyard. And so we've been really having fun opening that up to more people. And it's really been a blessing to us and to the people we've had over. So I'm all for backyard kickbacks, going to a few and hosting a few more, but I really just want to enjoy myself. Because how many times do we get so caught up in our to-do list that we forget to cut loose and have fun? I'm going to find me some kind of dance party, karaoke, something fun to do in July and August, because before we know it, and I know parents everywhere are just eye rolling But y'all, before we know it, it'll be time to go back to school. Back to school. I get so angry when I go into the store and it's like, even some stores are starting now. You start to see them put that special middle aisle with all the glue and pencils and scissors and school supplies in it. And you just like, ugh, don't nobody want to see that stuff right now. But some schools do start as early as the second week of August, believe it or not. Now we homeschool in this family, so I just that's on my agenda to decide when our first day of school is going to be. I usually look at a couple of school districts in the area and, you know, kind of decide our yearly calendar. So I'll be doing that soon. But last summer, I remember I was like, I'm not feeling an August start date in my spirit. No, I am not. Chicago Public Schools usually starts the Wednesday after Labor Day in September. Now, I think last year they actually started in August, but I was like, no, we're going to start when y'all usually start because I just wasn't feeling it. My son has already asked me, Mommy, when are we starting? Because is it August? Or is it going to be? Because he's not ready to start in August either. So we'll be deciding that. But think about what were your biggest triumphs in quarter two? What were your biggest concerns, stressors, or what have you? This is a good time to kind of pause and check in with your mental. Now, business check ins. Here's a couple of questions to ask yourself on that end. One, are my current processes working well? Okay. If they're not, what could be streamlined so that things flow a lot smoother? What just needs to be completely overhauled, right? Another question to ask yourself, and this is the big one is what is my one thing for quarter three? In a previous episode, I believe it was last season, we had an episode called It's This One Thing. And it talked about how you can have a whole bunch of goals, but what is your main one? Your main one is if I don't do nothing else, I want to have blank done by the end of this quarter. And I usually talk about setting goals for the year and how it's easy to do 3 or 4 because there's 4 quarters in a year and you can really choose a quarter to work on each goal. And then by the end of the year, you feel accomplished because you got everything done or most of everything done. So think about that in terms of this quarter. What is your main thing that you want to have done? And it could be a main thing in business. It could be a financial goal. It could be your main thing that you want to accomplish in your personal life. I'm thinking about, for me, what is the main thing I can do now that will make the rest of this year a breeze for me? And that's a good one to think about. So it's not even that I have like a specific one thing, but I'm just thinking, the rest of the year would flow like butter if I did blank. And that fill in the blank for me. Now, y'all don't have to take this one, but I'm just putting myself out there for accountability's sake. My one thing would be organization. And organization is something that I usually start off real good. And then as I'm getting busy and wheeling and dealing and doing stuff, my office get to looking like a category EF3 tornado went through there. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. And then you just have to, move. Let me catch my breath. Let me go get everything back in order. Okay. So quarter three is going to be my get everything back in order. That would make everything flow smoothly. And it's a small window of time that I have to do it. It's really hard to do when things are just constantly coming at you. End of quarter two, I was going from one networking event to the next. So I got business cards and flyers and stuff all over my desk and books. And then also the end of quarter two, we're wrapping up the homeschool year. So there's like school stuff and business stuff and personal stuff and stuff and stuff. Just it's crazy. So that one thing is gonna help me. I'll probably be able to see a different one thing a lot better. But right now I can't see nothing because I got to get that office in order. Okay. Now for you, it may not be a home office. For you, it might be your closet. But this is a good time to mind your spaces. To mind your spaces. Anywhere where clutter has accumulated, in your bedroom, in your offices, in your, I don't know, garage, right? Because physical clutter becomes mental clutter. Your mind knows it's there, right? And it's in the back of your mind. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to get that done. Oh, that. You don't need that clogging up your mental spaces as you're trying to have a productive quarter three. And quarter four is just a very much, you know how on YouTube or whenever you're watching a video, you can like go to the settings and hit 1.25 or 2 or whatever speed to like make it go faster. That's what quarter four feels like. Some people would argue that's what all of 2026 has felt like, but quarter four for sure. Like I joke all the time and say, once July 1st gets here, it's basically Christmas. And that is so true. You will look up and be like, oh, it's Halloween. And then you'll blink 2 more times and ho, 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 and all the things. So just go ahead and do yourself a huge favor and set yourself up for success by organizing all your things in quarter three. Get your date books out because, oh yeah, I'm going to do the thing. That's not a solid plan. That's not a solid plan. Come up with a date and time, put it on your calendar, circle it, put it on your Google Calendar too, and get it done. Get it done. Just go ahead and do that. Let me see what else. Anything else, producer? I'm breaking the fourth wall, but what can you think of that I may have left out?
What about more on the processes?
Elaborate. What would you like to know? So processes could be anything from how you intake new clients to just even something simple to what times of day you check email. Is that working for you? Or are you a person to where if you check email first thing in the morning, you get so caught up in answering people back and doing this and doing that, and then before you know it, you look up and it's lunchtime and you haven't really touched all the hard things? Maybe first thing in the morning isn't the best time for you to check email. Maybe, it's just whatever it is. Like everyone is different. Or if you check it first thing in the morning or when you first get to your desk, maybe have a set time that you check email. 9 to 9:20 is going to be check emails. But you may say, I'm literally just checking them to make sure nobody sent me anything important that needs my attention right now. And maybe instead of answering everyone, you come up with a time that you're going to answer. Right? But first 15, 20 minutes, you're literally just checking them and seeing what's what. This is spam. This is not. Oh, that's important. Let me make a note of that. Okay. And then you give yourself times to respond. I'm going to go ahead and jump into deep work right now. At 10:30, you make a little timer in your phone and then it goes off. Then, okay. Oh, I'm going to respond to such and such. And then you respond to such and such. And then you're back in deep work. And then, you set an alarm for 11 o'clock. I'm going to respond to, or 11:15. So, because 11 o'clock, that's only 30 minutes. But give yourself at least an hour or whatever time so that you're settled into your work. And then anybody else I hadn't responded to in the morning hour, I can get to them after lunch. But after lunch is also a good time because you to check email again because someone else may have communicated while they were on their lunch break. And then you check that and respond to those. And then you just get into deep work. You may not check that email again until 3, 4, right? And then at 4, you may choose to answer back or you may choose to make note of some people. And then you're going to answer those people back first thing in the morning when you come in the following day. That's just an example, okay? You don't have to do that, but that's a good example. What processes are you doing right now that are working well for you or that are not working well for you? For me, I would have to say I always juggle between what is the best time for me to get up. And I know that it's like some ungodly hour, like 5 or 6 a.m., but I just don't want to hear that. So I'll start off when I get up that early, things flow really well for me. And then when I fall off the wagon and start getting up at like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., even, it's just all downhill from there. So basically, I have to get up before my kids. And that is a very hard thing to do because those little boogers have been getting up earlier and earlier. I don't know what their problem is. I'm like, it's summer. Y'all can sleep in. Y'all don't have nowhere to be. We're not doing school. Go to sleep. But they are up with the chickens, okay? And they can't just get up and be up in peace. It's like, no, we're up, so you have to be up too. They'll be running around tearing up stuff, or they'll knock on the door, or, oh, we're hungry, we want breakfast, or something. So the best time for me to get up, you know, is before them. And that's going to be something that I'm going to be resetting my body's clock so that I do that. Because it was really working for me. I was on a roll, I think, first quarter and the top of second quarter. I was going out to the gym. By the time I came back and my kids were just opening their little beady eyes, mommy had had a full body workout, breakfast, done a devotional too, and I was ready. So I had to get back to that. Yeah. What are your processes for your personal life and your professional life? That when I do these things, life flows like a well oiled machine, or I've been doing things this way, but I've been finding myself feeling frustrated and, it's not really, it's a good time to just tweak those things, make the necessary changes so that you can hit the ground running in quarter 3. Yeah. All right. Anything else? No? No. All right, y'all. So I'm not going to be before you long. I told you my goal, one of mine, was to play third quarter because summertime in Chicago, I'm biased. Yes, I am. I just think Chicagoland area is beautiful and there is nothing like summertime in Chicago. It's really a lot to see and do. And even out here in the suburbs, because we live in the far south suburbs, there's a lot of things going on and farmers markets and little concerts and things. I hate huge crowds of people. I really do. I'm an old auntie in that regard. I do not like all these people. I don't like it. But I'll go to some festivals in the suburbs to where it's not as many people. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start looking at some suburb community boards and seeing what's going on or what can I involve myself in. Like, I want me and Bae, you hear this? I want us to go on some fun date nights, okay? And rooftop date nights. Yes, those are a thing. Listen, one thing I can say about Chicago, I just told y'all how beautiful it is, but y'all, Chicago, once it gets cold in Chicago, it's just cold until when, babe? Like end of April, sometimes mid-May. It's ridiculous. Like you really start to have those regrets that Dang, I really should have been outside more. Because I'm telling you, sometime around Halloween, that first snow hit, that first snowflake falls, because we don't have a very long fall at all. Down south, because I was raised in the south, down south, they have a very lengthy fall. All of their seasons are the appropriate 3 months that they're supposed to be. Chicago, we don't do that here. We don't have a proper spring because it still be snowing and freezing for half of our spring, and we do not have a proper fall because we start off good and then winter is just like my turn, and then it's just cold from like end of October to mid-May. So that's real, being like, hey, I need to get outside because before you know it, you're gonna be like, dang, I should have took advantage of that. Like I can go outside now, but who wants to is freezing. So as long as you got sunshine, just appreciate it and get out as much as you can. That's what I'm planning to do. And plus, all work and no play is not good for your mental health any doggone way. Even if you have to do small things, I should have brought some out here with me. I keep coloring books for adults in my office. And sometimes just to decompress, honey, I will whip one of those out and get to coloring. That's really cool. Take them out on the back deck or, somewhere where you can get some natural vitamin D rays while you color, and you're doing even better. Okay? Go play in the sprinklers. Go for a walk. Get outside, especially if you live in the Chicagoland area. This quarter is going to fly by like a fart in the wind, and before you know it, quarter four will be here, and then fall will be like, it'll seem like a sneeze of 3 weeks, and leaves will start falling off the trees, and it'll be cold. And all you'll be thinking about is all the sunny days that you could have, woulda, coulda, shoulda been outside, but no, you were hunkered down in the office and you were working, 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 working. And then as soon as you looked up, you didn't have no time to play, and now it's cold. So don't be that person. All right. What are you guys going to be working on for quarter three? I've shared some of the things that I plan on working on. Drop them in the comments, and anything that you do that helps you for halftime that you want to share with us, we want to hear that too. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Victorious Living Solutions podcast. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We want to get the word out, and we'll see you next week. Keep living victoriously. Bye, everybody.